It's like a story of love. Can you hear me? Came back only yesterday. I'm moving farther away. Want you near me? All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. Sometimes when I think of her name, when it's only a game, and I need you, listen to the words that you say. It's getting harder to stay. When I see you, all I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew.
It was a glorious sunny day in 1984 when Hannah joined us. That day I did the same as I did this morning, or this afternoon when I saw Hannah in her wedding dress, and I openly shed tears. It's been an honour and a privilege watching Hannah grow and develop from that newborn baby into the beautiful, amazing and successful young woman that she is today. A little bit of brief encounter, but with a chaperone. Well, afterwards, Hannah couldn't stop talking, not just to us, but also to her grandma. She was keen to meet this man again, and so they did. Hannah was very excited and told us a bit more about him. He lived in a place called St. Wreatham, until I removed the dot and gap and realised it was Streatham. So Nick was now well and truly on the scene, and we began to hear more and more of what they were doing together. And one time I noticed a missed call and a text. I checked the text. Hi Simon, you may have seen a missed call from me. If you have a moment, would you mind calling back? Nothing to worry about, just wanted to run something past you. Anna came in with a big grin and offered up her hand. Everybody was happy. Larissa and I are so happy to be part of our family. And so, I can now formally say, welcome to the family. However busy your schedules, you must always make good real time for each other. Always love and look after each other. But always allow yourselves a little bit of me time. Make sure you always support each other whatever the circumstances. Never stop talking. And remember, Steve, Julia, Mum and I will always be here to support you when needed. So ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses and join me in wishing Hannah and Nick long life, happiness and success in all they do.
Firstly, Hannah, my beautiful wife. First of all, I'd like to say a huge thank you to Loretta and Simon. Your support and generosity for this event has just been completely mind-blowing. Thank you very much, and that's from both Hannah and me. Particularly, my next note says Mum and Dad, but I'm quite tempted to just say Mum. Thank you, both of you, for helping making today happen. But to be quite honest, I didn't expect anything less. Because, obviously, you've always been so incredibly generous and supportive. You've given me so many opportunities growing up. I'd like to make a special mention to the bridesmaids. I don't even have to say it, but you all look incredible. There's one bridesmaid, and I'm sorry, Lucy, Philippa and Sarah, but there's one bridesmaid in particular I'd also like to say thank you to. I wanted to say thank you so much for having an incredible knack for making brilliant friends. If it wasn't for you, there's no way this would be happening, so thank you. We did it! You're the most thoughtful, caring and loving person I've ever met. Hannah, you have an unerring knack to always think of others before you, even when it should always be about you. You make me laugh all the time, admittedly, not always deliberately. And you constantly challenge me to do better, and that's something that I need. Hannah, you're my best friend, you're my most favourite person, and you're now my wife. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you with all my heart, and I'm so happy right now.
I mean, Nick's already mentioned what a great event it is tonight, and thanks to all the people that have helped him, but I think on behalf of everyone here, I'd like to thank you guys, because you're the people who've really made this happen, and what a great evening it's been. So as Nick said, I'm Dave, one of the two best men. Simon, you said you've known Nick for 4 years, and that felt like a long time, try 35. One note of caution on weddings, though. Yes! Weddings make Nick a little bit sleepy. We got married last year, and after a day of diligent best man duties, Nick decided that he needed a deserved nap. Now that was fine, it was perfectly understandable, but unfortunately the reception was still going on. And the next thing Hannah knew, it was 4:30 in the morning, and there was a knock on the door, and there was Nick without his phone, his wallet or his keys, having somehow found a taxi driver who would take him home without any of those things. Just off to the venue. So I'm just going to ask everyone here a favour tonight. If Nick does go missing at any point, will you just do me a favour and check the gens? The staff have done a great job, and they don't deserve to have to find him again. But it's easily done, isn't it? I mean, Nick's not the only person in this room to fall asleep.
Now, I'm the second half of the best man. You decide which one's best. Dave. I remember the days of you looking like a small Mexican child, turning around North Derbyshire in a sky blue Vauxhall Nova with luxurious cream leather trim. And look at you now. We had this kind of like extreme kind of high-pitched cat noise coming from the kitchen. And what's that? So we went into the kitchen and it was Nick sobbing like a girl. He is the closest thing I've got to a brother, and he really means a lot to me.
Yeah, that's good.
So the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Crabrock.
Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? Came back only yesterday. I'm moving farther away. Want you near me? All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. only you. This is gonna take a long time, and I wonder what's mine. Can't take no more. Wonder if you'll understand. It's just the touch of your hand behind a closed door. All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day, and all I ever knew, only you.
Loads of lipping.